Hi everyone, welcome to Chem 12 this summer. This is Dr. Nowley, and I'm going to talk about the website that we would use for our class this session. And this is the website right here, so you want to make sure that you go to that website and you get familiarized with the content of the website, which is what this video is trying to help you with. So on the home page, as you can see, there is a calendar here, which gives you the schedule of the class. So you can see what we'll be doing for the entire session, and you can just click on the calendar to scroll to see when we have certain activities like quizzes, exams, and lab reports, etc. On the left side is the syllabus, and for each one of the items in the syllabus, you can click through them and then see what's required of you. I'll discuss this more on the first day of class. Also, as you can see, there's a couple other things. The lecture topics is going to be a page that contains all the materials, a list of materials that we would be discussing throughout the session. And I've provided the notes as well as problem sets that we're going to work through for each of the topics. The key to these problem sets would be provided here once we finish that particular topic. Okay. Now, since this class would be co-taught with another professor, I will be teaching the first half of the class, which is topics 1 through 4, and then the other professor would be teaching the rest of the topic. And so I would leave it up to the other professor to decide how he or she will structure the rest of the class after I'm done with it. But this is where you can get topics for my portion of the class. For the labs, as you can see here, also a list of the labs are provided. These are the labs that you'll be working through in the class throughout the session. And to determine which lab you have to do, you just need to look at the calendar, and then it will tell you which of these labs, and it will give you the title of the lab so you can match it with this list right here. So for example, if the lab says clock reaction, you can just click on that, and it will take you to another page, which looks like this. And I want to point out what you can see is there's a bunch of these blank just spaces here. These are actually videos that you can activate in Chrome by clicking on a little symbol here and then clicking on the load unsafe script option. And that would display the videos, as you'll see in a second. Okay, so, and these are just YouTube videos that you can play. Now, what you have to do is for every lab, you're going to have to watch these videos to prepare for the lab and then answer some questions here. And that will be your way of getting ready for the lab. And I'll talk a little bit more about this in class as well, in the first day of class. The rest of the website has information about old exams that you can use. So if you click on the sample exam link, it will give you old exams that I've given for my class in the past. This would be what you would use to prepare for the exams coming up in our class. Okay. And lastly, you see that there's a couple additional tab here. One of them is the current grade status report. This is where I will post grades after specific exam, which in this case will be exam 1 and exam 2. Those are the ones that I'll be teaching, and I'll post your grades here along with how you're doing in the class at the time, and so you'll get an update of your status in the class. And lastly, there's also a page called Contact Me, and so that's where you can get in touch with me, and I try to make myself as available as possible. So you have several ways of contacting me. Because it's a summer class, we meet every day, so you get to see me in class. However, if you need to contact me outside of class, you can always email me. There's a phone number here that you can call. It's actually my cell phone number, so feel free to text or call me at that number if you need to get in touch with me or ask questions about the class material. We also have a class Facebook page, and I just want to show you a little bit here what the in content of the Facebook page is. It's basically a page where everyone can ask questions, and they will be answered by either me or some other student in the class. And as you can see, what I encourage everybody to do is to post their questions here along with works that they've done. To if you're stuck at a particular question, you can always post it here, and I'll try to provide answers as to how to correct the mistakes if you have a problem solving that particular problem. As you can see, what people do is they post these um, questions here, as well as I usually post any kind of announcements I've gotten from the college about internship, scholarship opportunities, and so on. Okay, so that's all I want to say. That's the website. Before we meet for the first day of class, I want to make sure that you're familiar with all the different parts of this website, and save your questions for the first day of class when you can ask anything you want about the class. And so we'll talk a lot more about it then. Thank you.